So, controlling the pace of the game is an art form in itself, and knowing when to make that deadly pass or take the shot or beating a player one-on-one can be the difference. But the game is also played so fast today that it can be difficult to stay calm enough to actually slow the game down. So therefore, I've gathered 5 different skills that you can use to take the pace out of the game. So let's roll slowly. Number 1, the fake drag back. The first skill is the fake drag back. This is a skill that's both usable out on the wing and as a midfielder. To do this skill, you need to do the L drag back, but instead of actually doing it, you fake it and take the ball the other way. It's a bit tricky to get it as right as a player like Ronaldinho, for example, but if you practice this skill, it can be both pretty effective and rather beautiful. The most important thing to keep in mind when doing this skill is to sell it and get the timing right. So primarily, you should use this skill if a player is rushing towards you, and otherwise, it's most likely not going to work. Number 2, the sharp outside cut. Secondly, we have the sharp outside cut. This is maybe the most efficient skill on this list, and also it's pretty simple. You run towards one side and then do a sharp cut with the outside 180 degrees the other way. This is especially good on the final third of the pitch out on the wing, and also it's a skill that you can do at pretty high speeds. So you can use it to stop on the wing and then either go inside, beat the player again, or simply pass the ball. So just practice it a few times, take it into training, and then you can try it out in a match to slow the game down. Number 3, the Cruyff turn. So as the third skill, I have a bit of a classic, the Cruyff turn. A skill mastered by, of course, the legendary Johan Cruyff, who's best known for his time in Barcelona and Ajax, both as a player and a coach. But however old this skill is, it's still very, very viable to use today. Much like the outside cut skill, it's a skill that can make you switch direction 180 degrees in an instant. So the Cruyff turn is used everywhere on the pitch, and I've seen several goalkeepers use this skill as well because of its difficulty and efficiency. So to do this skill, it starts out by looking a little bit like a fake shot, but instead of just taking another touch forward after the fake, you instead touch it with the inside of your foot and push it backwards behind your standing leg. So actually, it's pretty easy. You just need to sell it. Do it quickly, sell it, and then you can use it to change direction, slow the game down, giving you the time to look up and make that wicked pass. Number 4, the fake ball roll. So next up we have the fake ball roll. This is personally one of my favorites. It's a bit more difficult to do clean and consistently, but when you get it right, it's such a smooth skill. So to do the skill, you need to do a ball roll as you would normally do it with the sole of your foot, but instead of going to the side, you plant your foot and go back the way you came from. This will definitely send some opponents out for a walk and also please the crowd because you have momentum going one direction and all of a sudden you stop and change direction. Now, it's also a good way to beat high pressure and get you those few seconds extra to slow down the game, look up, and do your thing. Finally, we have the ball roll chop, made famous by the man himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. It's also a bit difficult to get right, but can actually be very effective out on the wing to cut inside. And that's what gives you the time to look up. So with the ball roll, you can lure the defenders towards you, and then you do the Ronaldo chop to cut inside behind them. And it's a good skill to have in your repertoire as a winger, but actually also as a midfielder or a striker, where it can be just as effective. Because again, giving you that time and space to look up and slow the game down is all about creating that little bit of space around you, giving you that second or two before the defender catches up. So try to do it, take it into a match, and yeah, I said you do your thing, do it. So there you have it, 5 different skills that you can use to take the pace out of the game and slow it down. So if you liked the video, of course, make sure to hop down in the comment section and let us know what you want to see in the future. Also, don't forget to go subscribe to the channel with the notifications on if you're new here or haven't done so already. And also, if you need new football gear, there's a link over to your right to unisportstore.com that you should definitely go and click on. And if you want to learn some new skills, there's a playlist down in the left corner that you should totally also check out. And with those words, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.